Hey guys, what's cracking? We are back. Today we're going to be looking at another installment of our competitive evaluation series. Today we're going to be looking at Mega Venusaur. Venusaur was a OU Pokemon prior to in Gen 5, because of its fantastic abilities as a chlorophyll sweeper. However, use of weather teams has really fallen off in Gen 6 with the nerf of Infinite Weather. So now you're going to see Mega Venusaur, in fact. Mega Venusaur being a really potent tank as a tank in general, filling in its both offensive and defensive roles on a lot of teams. Just incredible bulk and power all mixed into one. So let's hop right into it. Looking at its typing, it's a grass poison type, which is actually pretty useful type, not that bad. It is A rank, so it's actually equal to Charizard Y. And then it's going to have 80 HP, which isn't a great HP stat, but 100 attack, which again it won't be utilizing a lot, although sometimes you might see a stray earthquake on there. But what really shines is going to be this 123, 120 defense and special defense, making its bulk, especially once invested, really formidable. 122 special attack is definitely nothing to laugh at. With investment, it can really pack a punch. And 80 speed will be a little underwhelming, but Mega Venusaur isn't used for its speed. That's if you're doing that, you're doing it wrong. Looking at its weaknesses, it already only has 4 Psychic, Ice, Fire, Flying. However, these are all 4 pretty common attacks in the OU tier. But what really comes into handy that makes Mega Venusaur so useful is its ability Thick Fat, which neutralizes its Ice and Fire weaknesses, making its only weaknesses Psychic and Flying. This is actually a fantastic ability on Mega Venusaur, if I'm being honest. You're going to find that Psychic is and Flying are wall common attacking types in the tier. Without those, you're going to have a very hard time breaking Mega Venusaur. A lot of times you're going to be relying on status plus extra damage if you don't have a Psychic or Flying type. One sec, I just actually... Alright, we're good. Never mind, sorry. I had to check something. So first we're going to be looking at the offensive spread. The offensive spread is Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Fire, Synthesis. This is going to be pretty staple. If you wanted, you could run Earthquake in here and to smack Heatran, who otherwise is immune or 4 times resistant to all of these attacks. Heatran is pretty much a really fantastic wall. So you could run Earthquake on here, make use of that fair 100 attack set. Yeah, that's up to you. But Giga Drain combined with Synthesis give Venusaur some really great survivability as an offensive tank. Sludge Bomb and Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire will help you out against Ferrothorn and Scizor mainly, who otherwise are really eating up your other 2 attacks. Hidden Power Fire really punishes them. Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain being your 2 stab moves that will have a really great amount of base power, honestly. EV spread, you're just going to go 252, 252, pretty standard. And then a modest nature to really maximize your damage output. Mega Venusaur, while it has fantastic bulk and offense, it really needs to invest in a specific one to really have it shine out. Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Fire, Leech Seed, and Synthesis will make up the defensive set. The moves will have a potential to be very similar. Leech Seed being thrown in there as an option, along with you could do a Sleep Powder if you wanted, I know is another option. But people tend to seem to run a lot. The EV spread is going to be 248 into HP and then 160 and 144 in special defense. This is specifically to, first of all, maximize Giga Drain's recovery, but also you can choose to invest into your bulk however you want. Maybe you want to focus on defensive. I just chose to do a special defense. Actually, I should not say modest here. You're going to want to boost one of your defensive natures, actually. So either defense or special defense, depending on what you really want to focus on walling. Mega Venusaur has great bulk, but it's really going to be accented by when you invest into one or the other. Similar to a lot of other tanks, you really have to choose one. But in this case, I try to show you guys just that you can do a mixed set if you want, and it might be useful to calc some EVs and see where you want your defenses to lie. Maybe you want to survive a Psyshock from Latios and be able to hit it back with a Sludge Bomb or something like that. That's what it comes to mind. So again, figure out your EVs, and that'll really come in handy for you. Looking at checks and counters, first of all, good teammates. We're going to be looking at Pokemon that can stop bird spam, being Heatran and Hippowdon are both really great teammates. Being able to check bird spam along with Heatran, especially defensive variants, can stop the psychic types that he's really weak to, Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur also really hates being status, so I put Clefable in here. Clefable being a really great cleric. Other clerical Pokemon like Sylveon or Chansey are all great teammates for Mega Venusaur, because one of the best ways to break through Mega Venusaur's immense bulk is by giving it a burn usually, or paralyzing it, making it not being able to reliably recover. But that's why Mega Venusaur really appreciates the presence of a Pokemon that has Heal Belt or Aromatherapy. Oops, sorry, pardon me. But yeah, then you're also going to want to check Bird Spam. Heatran, so the defensive Heatran is actually a great partner as a has fantastic defensive synergy with Venusaur. Along with Hippowdon, checks Bird Spam. It is a really good check to Volt turn strategies, which tend to wear Venusaur down a lot. The biggest threats in the OU tier, I'm going to say, are going to be the Lottie twins are really a big problem, and generally fast psychic types that the Lottie twins embody in general. So like, you're going to see a lot of problems with, like, let's say Alakazam or Gengar throwing Psyshock. Fast psychic type attacks that hit hard will definitely be the biggest problem that Venusaur faces, along with status, to be honest. Is another thing that I didn't mention. The other problem that Venusaur is going to see is faster flying types, which are pretty common. The biggest one that comes to mind is going to be Talonflame, to a lesser extent Staraptor. Both of these can really smack Venusaur really hard with their stab moves. Venusaur really doesn't want to take those attacks. So that's why the teammates that I listed are all going to be pretty helpful in checking these monstrous physical attackers. But Venusaur is definitely a really great Pokemon. I think it was probably considerably better early on. ORAS OU wasn't super kind to it. It just, the power creep is even creeping on these Mega Evolutions at times. But you're going to find a lot of versatility and a lot of just immediate bulk, fatness, and power out of Venusaur that a lot of other Megas won't be able to afford you right off the bat like that. So definitely consider using it if you haven't. And yeah, so I'm going to be releasing a laddering video, hopefully on Saturday. Might be cramped for time, so I might have to record it in advance. But Saturday, you guys can expect a laddering video. So be sure to check that out. As always, I really appreciate like, comment, subscribe, stuff like that, all that good stuff. Hope this video was helpful, and stick around. Check out some other videos. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Kraken Nation out.